guys, it's Freya and Charlie. Welcome to our channel. Today's video is 7 vegan breakfasts. It's 1 week's worth of recipes. Yeah. This isn't a meal plan or a what we eat in a week, but it is a week's worth of ideas. So if you're looking for breakfast inspo, you're in a rut, you just need more ideas, then
this is the place to be.
Then this is the video for you.
We have all sorts of different breakfasts to share with you. We've got some really lovely simple weekday breakfasts and some more special weekend relaxed vibes breakfasts.
My favourite kind.
Yeah. Actually, we've included one of my all-time favourite breakfasts, which is the vegan French toast, which you'll see later in the video, so make sure you stick around and check that one out.
Definitely, so let's get straight into the video and show you 7 days of vegan breakfasts.
So the first breakfast we're sharing with you is some classic vegan crepes. These are so simple to make. They only really need 3 ingredients. That's just flour, oil and some vegan milk. And you whisk it all together, pour it out nice and thin in your pan and flip it successfully like I did there, and then serve that again simply with some sugar and lemon, just the classic. Not all of our attempts to flip the crepes went as well as the one that we've just shown you. Here you can see some of the attempts that didn't quite go as well. That's my fault.
One of our favourite breakfast recipes at the minute is a big old potato and vegetable hash. So to start off, we parboiled some little potatoes and then we added them in with some onions and oil in a pan and fried them up nice and crispy. Added in a little bit of salt and pepper for seasoning. We just cooked that for a bit until it was nice and soft and the onions had caramelised. Then we added in a bit of red pepper, some mushrooms, just a few bits that we had in the fridge, so you could kind of add in anything that you've got in the fridge that you would like with the hash. Then we just added in some spinach and a little bit of lemon juice and just stirred that around till it had wilted and softened. We didn't want it to be too cooked, just with a nice bit of crunch still. And then on the side we did a bit of scrambled tofu. So we didn't have any silken tofu, which is what we normally use for this. We had firm tofu. It still worked really well and it tasted delicious. Added a bit of extra protein for breakfast, which is always good. So we served that up in a bowl with the scrambled tofu on the side, a little bit of fresh avocado sliced up and some nice cherry tomatoes, and it was so good and warming. Just a really tasty, filling, savoury breakfast.
Oats are such a classic breakfast, but sometimes we just don't really want porridge, so then our go-to will be overnight oats. It does take a little bit of preparation to make sure you get the overnight bit correct. It can be done in about 3 to 4 hours, but overnight is best. And here you can see us making some Bircher overnight oats. We have grated some apple to go in them. So that all got mixed up and left in the fridge overnight. The next morning we made a really quick and simple berry compote. So what we did is threw some frozen berries into a pan with some sugar and water and brought that to the boil and just reduced all of that liquid, and it makes a really nice sort of compote jam really quickly. Added some sliced banana to the top. Gone on top of that with a bit of lovely smooth peanut butter. Almond butter would be really nice too, and then some agave syrup. Again, maple syrup would work perfectly here. A really simple, quick and delicious alternative to porridge.
We made one of my favourite childhood breakfasts, potato cakes. Often the ones that you get in the shops have milk in, so it's really nice to be able to make them at home, and they are so easy to make. It's just mashed potato, salt and pepper and flour mixed together. So you just mix it all up and make a kind of dough, roll that out into whatever shape you want. We've done a sort of a circle here, and then you want it about 1 centimetre thin at the most. Pop it in a pan and just fry it up, and we've served it with some vegan butter, which is exactly how I used to have them when I was little visiting my family in Ireland, and it's such a comforting, lovely, simple breakfast. We actually made these for St. Patrick's Day, but you can have them any day of the week.
This might seem like a bit of a random combination, but believe us, this is proper tasty. When you cook the tomatoes like this and they start to split apart and they go all soft, it's kind of like the tomatoes that you might get on a full English, but with loads of extra nice herbs and spices and some nice sharp lemon on them too. So we got a nice sourdough just from our local Sainsbury's, cut that nice and thick and popped that in the toaster. Spread on top some of this really lovely thick hummus, and then after a little while, once our tomatoes are done, we grabbed them and gave them a little squeeze and squish onto the bread, and then topped them with lemon. Oh, and don't forget all of the lovely juices that come out the tomato too. You don't want them to go to waste, so pour them on top. And it really does taste as good as it looks. If you want something savoury but you also want something simple, then give this toast a try.
If you're a bit tired of toast for breakfast but you still want something savoury, then a potato rosti is a really great alternative. We've gone with a spicy sweet potato rosti here. Our recipe normally uses both sweet potato and normal potato, but we didn't actually have any in, so we just did it with a sweet potato. It didn't bind as well, so we would recommend using both different types of potatoes, and we'll link the recipe down below. But you just make up a little patty, and then we topped it with some fresh avocado, a bit of vegan yogurt and some cherry tomatoes, just things that we had in the fridge. We always try and use up kind of whatever we have in the fridge throughout the week just to save waste and money, and then we topped it with some more chili flakes. It takes a little bit more time and effort, so it's a great one for the weekend, but it's definitely worth it.
This French toast is the recipe that I was talking about in the intro to this video. It is easily one of my favourite things to have as brunch on a weekend, and it is really not that hard to make. It's actually quite simple. If you want the full recipe for this, then check out the video that we made on our channel. We'll put a link in here. But all you really got to do is whisk the batter together and then cut a few nice slices of bread. The sourdough works really well. You drench the bread into the batter mix that you just made and fry that off on the pan. This doesn't take all too long to cook, but you do want to make sure that when you are cooking it, you're using a nice non-stick pan, or put in plenty of vegan butter as we've done here. It's about 5 minutes on either side. You just want it to go lovely and golden, and you'll know when you can kind of hear the crispiness, a bit like toast. So serve that up onto a plate, and we've topped it with some vegan yogurt and then gone with some banana slices, and then on top of that we've got some nuts like pecans, something like almonds would also work perfectly here, and then we've gone in with a little bit more of the agave syrup, but again you could do maple syrup as well. That would be just as delicious. Finish it off with a dusting of icing sugar and a little sprig of mint just to make it look beautiful, and there you have it, vegan French toast.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Yes. We really hope that you enjoyed it and that you got some great inspiration for your next breakfast recipes. As per, we will leave all the recipes in the description with links or whatever.
Yeah. And if you enjoyed this video, we've got loads of other similar content like this. So we've done 7 dinners, 7 lunches. Have we done another 7 breakfasts?
Yeah, I think we have. And we've also got some meal plans as well if you're looking for more sort of like structured recipe ideas. So we'll link all of that below, and we'll see you in our next video.
Bye.